There's going to be a before and after to this trip into this moment.
And you wanted to ring metaphor. President Obama is a momentous thing that we're watching right now. Who would have thought that the President of the United States would be shaking hands with Cuban officials? I know, Patrick, when you took this job in Havana, you probably thought, is this ever going to change on my watch? Yeah, that's what every Cuban correspondent says when they get stationed in Havana. Is it ever going to happen on my watch? And it happened on your watch.
And here we are.
And here we are.
And seeing the First Lady shaking the Cuban foreign minister's hand, he probably never thought that he would receive them at the airport.
Absolutely.
And for Cubans who were watching this live in Cuba, to see this kind of red carpet treatment for the hated enemy.
The flowers that we're seeing here, any cultural significance to that, or is it just what it seems like, just a nice gesture?
Just a nice gesture, but this is something very Cuban, that you meet your guests at the airport. And again, Cuban officials, we're seeing Josefina Vidal, the First Lady, that's the top Cuban diplomat for U.S. affairs. She was kicked out of the United States as part of the spying scandal. Gustavo Machine, the diplomat shaking hands with the president, he can't go to the United States. He was kicked out of the United States over a spying scandal as well.
There's a lot of spy ambassador to the U.S., Cabañas, there.
Now, who is not there, Jim and Patrick, is Raul Castro. Is there anything to be read into that? Is that significant?
I think baby steps. Baby steps. You know, this is a diplomatic dance. They like their music in Cuba. This is a diplomatic dance. The president doesn't want to go too fast, too far, and neither do the Cubans. They almost are on the same page in that regard. They both know that there's a lot at stake, but they both kind of need each other right now. The president he's opened up Pandora's box, and so now we have to see how this is all going to play out. And this is a gamble for President Obama. What if he gets here and this just doesn't work out? He just is.
Look, that's a real crosshairs. Lissandro Perez, let's bring you in here. This moment
Yes.
of being on the tarmac is very real for you, but there's also something here that is not completely real, and that is the change in the embargo status, because politically, an executive order is only as good as the executive in office. Nothing legislative follows, it stays the way it is, but still, the significance to you of this wave from the president on Cuban soil.
Well, I think it's true that in other words, he can't really change the embargo, but in fact, I think this trip goes a long way towards trying to move the agenda. Let me just say, I am very surprised that Raul Castro is not there, and I think most Cubans watching this on television are probably also surprised. Raul Castro did meet the popes when they arrived in Cuba. It may be, like you say, a sort of political gambit or things go slow, but I am very surprised not to see Raul Castro here.
I think as Jim was saying, baby steps. They said that we would meet him with respectful hospitality, but they're not signs all over Havana welcoming the president like there were with the Pope. This is more controversial for the Cubans as well. What if the United States opens up, and because of the terrible economic mismanagement